Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're taking you through an in-depth look at a bike that blends retro charm with modern engineering, the 2026 Honda GB500. It's a machine that's not just about riding, it's about capturing that classic café copyright racer spirit and delivering it with a fresh twist. Let's get into what makes this model so interesting, starting with the first impression when you lay your eyes on it. At first glance, the front view of the 2026 GB500 brings an immediate sense of nostalgia. Honda has skillfully retained the rounded headlamp, now updated with a crisp LED setup that blends classic aesthetics with the visibility you'd expect from modern bikes. The front forks carry a brushed metal finish that contrasts elegantly with the deep gloss paintwork on the fuel tank. Small, minimalist indicators complement the streamlined design, making the bike look clean yet distinctly retro. You also notice the slightly sculpted front fender that hugs the tire closely, adding to the café copyright racer vibe while keeping the silhouette sporty and sleek. Shifting to the side profile, the character of the GB500 really starts to shine. It's long and low, with a slim waistline that makes it look agile even while standing still. The iconic teardrop-shaped fuel tank gently flows into a flat, elongated single-piece seat, which is slightly cushioned to keep comfort in mind despite the classic styling. The frame itself has been refined for 2026, now using lighter yet sturdier steel, which keeps the weight manageable without sacrificing strength. You'll also notice the subtle badging that hints at the bike's heritage without overwhelming its minimalist aesthetic. The spoked wheels stay true to the vintage inspiration, while the blacked-out engine parts provide a striking contrast to the polished chrome exhaust pipes running along the side. Walking around to the back, the GB500 finishes the design story with a slim, slightly upswept tail. The rear lamp is tastefully small yet bright, maintaining the classic oval shape but now fully LED for better illumination. The rear mudguard sits just above the tire, styled to be functional yet discreet, ensuring the rear profile remains uncluttered. The seat tapers off neatly without unnecessary extensions, which keeps the overall silhouette balanced and compact. Dual rear shocks, finished in polished metal with visible springs, not only look great but also speak to the bike's classic engineering roots. Moving from the outside to the inside, or rather, the rider's point of view, you're met with a surprisingly refined cockpit. The 2026 GB500 keeps the traditional twin-dial instrument cluster, one for speed, the other for RPM, each surrounded by brushed metal rings for that vintage touch. Between them sits a small LCD panel providing essential data like gear position, trip meters, and fuel range. The handlebars are low but not aggressively so, giving the rider a slightly forward-leaning stance that feels sporty yet manageable for daily rides. Switch gear on the bars has been improved with better tactile feel and soft-touch materials, making every click feel deliberate and premium. The grips themselves are slightly thicker and cushioned, which helps reduce vibration on longer rides. Even the mirrors stick to the round classic look while offering clearer, vibration-resistant glass. In terms of performance, the 2026 Honda GB500 stays true to its heritage while embracing current expectations. It houses a refined 500cc single-cylinder engine, now tuned for smoother power delivery and slightly higher output than before. You can expect around 45 horsepower, which might not sound extreme, but it's more than enough when combined with the bike's modest weight. Throttle response has been enhanced thanks to updated fuel injection mapping, making city rides and open road cruising equally enjoyable. The exhaust note remains characteristically deep and thumpy, a reminder of the single-cylinder charm that made the original GB500 iconic. The gearbox offers 6 speeds, with short ratios in the lower gears for brisk acceleration and taller upper gears for relaxed highway riding. The suspension setup balances the classic twin rear shocks with a modern tuned telescopic front fork, delivering a ride that's comfortable yet responsive. Braking is taken care of by a single large disc at the front and a smaller disc at the rear, both managed by Honda's lightweight ABS system to give confident stopping power without compromising the vintage design. When it comes to riding dynamics, the bike feels surprisingly nimble thanks to its narrow profile and lightweight frame. Cornering feels predictable and stable, helped by the classic yet effective suspension. While it's not a track machine, the GB500 shines on winding roads where you can appreciate the engine's linear torque and the satisfying rumble as you roll on the throttle. The seating position keeps your back slightly leaned forward, but not so much that it becomes tiring on longer rides. The seat itself, although thin to keep the silhouette slim, has been re-engineered with new padding for better comfort. As for pricing, Honda positions the 2026 GB500 as a niche yet accessible retro bike. In most markets, you can expect a starting price around $7,500 to $8,200, depending on optional accessories and color choices. Speaking of colors, the GB500 comes in 3 beautifully curated shades: classic black, vintage red, and heritage green, each accented with hand-painted pinstripes that subtly highlight the tank's curves. While it might not be the cheapest 500cc bike, you're paying for a blend of timeless style, quality engineering, and a name that carries real motorcycle history. All in all, the 2026 Honda GB500 is more than just a retro-inspired motorcycle. It's a thoughtful reinterpretation of what made the original so special, brought into the present day without losing the character that riders fell in love with decades ago. It's perfect for someone who values classic design, enjoys the distinctive feel of a single-cylinder engine, and wants a bike that stands out quietly rather than screams for attention. Thanks for watching this in-depth review of the 2026 Honda GB500. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss our next ride. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Would you ride this modern classic, or do you prefer something more futuristic? Until next time, ride safe and keep the passion alive.